G'day Taeries and Taerettes, welcome to a very special episode of Look What I Made. There are 3 boxes as you can see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I rhymed it with 3 because it's a dream set, and you know dream sets you usually get one thing that makes multiple things. This time it makes 3 sets. So we'll show you what they are. Here are the 3 sets. What a jumbled mess. You get this little thing which is the first book, and basically you make it in all 3 sets. This thing is part of their body.
Okay.
It gets you to make it this way, and then the next step when you change over to the pages, which I'll show you now, which I thought was quite annoying. So it makes you do it, and then you got to build them. 38, 88, 140. We'll go to 38 because it's closest. Instantly it takes it off, it pulls the legs off and puts them onto itself. Now I thought, okay, well, you don't use it for anything else, so there must be a reason why it does it. I'm like, one of them mustn't have it. Oh, see, the second one gets you to do the exact same steps. So pulling the legs off and putting it back. Now we'll go to page 140 because obviously that's the one that doesn't have it, yeah? First thing it does is gets you to take it apart and turn it into that. I don't know why they made me build this just to pull it apart straight away. So the cauldron is just 2 parts. They make you build this thing in there just so you can do that, so it can become parts of the arms and stuff to hold in. So all the figures are going to be the same, obviously. It's not going to make you do anything different. So we'll keep them to the side and we'll keep them with this thing. Now she has memories in jars. Now you get the bird, which has a throne on it. And it comes with 2 different colored eyes. So you get a green eye, a blue eye on the other side. Looks nice from here. The eyes are actually on cheese wedges. These are stickers, that's a sticker, that's a sticker. But you get a little bit of articulation. Because of these pink bits, it's not the best articulation because it's sort of stuck using those. So I guess you can do something like that and then it all just falls apart. It's not sturdy enough to really do too much with, but it's a bad guy so you can destroy it. But yeah, this is the part that we're talking about that you got to break up. So this is the cauldron. It's like its heart or something. And you get a throne for the Never Witch. That's where she lives. So they give you a little tail with this one. So that's the bird. It has some nice colors, things that run along. Oh, and it just falls apart because it's
a little flimsy.
A lot of things are really flimsy on it. So everything's going to fall apart. And you get the wings, which you can articulate a bit and do things with, but not as much as what you'd want. I really don't know. It's not my favorite in the set. The next one is DoomBlob robot, Mech, DoomBlob Mech. So you get a nice little wolf. I like the head, the rest of it's rubbish. I'm not too sure about these legs. They're not articulating at all. I feel like they're gonna break. It's just the leftover pieces. It's just put them all together to make a wolf. The head is nice though. I think that's a really nice design. It's just simple with the eyes, which is just that piece going across. And it's on a single studs. It does have the articulation. Oh, it's weird because its leg actually has the joint, and you can move its tail and you can do that, but then it just looks like someone's broke its back. So it's, and you can't really play with it because everything just falls apart. Then you get the Mech. He's got some claws, but once again, this pink thing that they really enjoy using, it just doesn't do it for me. So you got him with his wings, which are a bit more articulating, like you can move them around a bit, but you can't really move him around because he'll just fall apart. He looks horrible from behind. He's not really articulating. I mean, he can move his arms, but
What's up?
So he doesn't really hold very well. And this thing looks horrible. This hand holding this sword, I'm not about that. And it falls. It's just not. To me, it feels like really cheap sets. So he's not my favorite either. Then we have the third one.
Which is also not my favorite.
Which is this. I like the head. The head is okay. He's got a little throne. She has a little throne. The heads are nice designed. Once again, the blue and green eyes for some reason. It doesn't stand very well. I don't know what the point of these are. I don't know where to put them. Are they wings? Are they fur? What are they? And then I don't know how to articulate his legs. They're both going out in different directions. It feels like they didn't make any of the sets well and they just put it out there. They're like, yep, that'll do. Let's make 3 really bad sets and just call it a day. He does articulate.
Okay, it looks kind of cool like that.
It looks better like that, I guess. His tail's all right, I guess. Every time I was making one, I'm like, okay, the next one's going to be the main set. The next one's going to be the main set. Yeah. See, that could be good. It's a little bit of pose. How is he supposed to stand? He's more articulating than the rest of them, and so this does look good, now that I come back to it. So that's the 3rd set. Yeah, I don't really know.
Wow, what a glowing review.
If you like the pieces, there's a lot of really nice pieces. It may need a remix to make them look better. So the magazine is pretty decent. Not very big. Pretty thick for what it is, but it's all color-coded so you know where you're going. So the first part is just building whatever. The art's nice. There's no one running along the bottom because it's a multi-set. And it shows the little thing at the end of what's going on. That's nice.
I think they invest so much money and time into making the manual look pretty. They could have done it with the set itself.
Look how nice the wolf looks. It looks like it's all happy to play with someone. It actually wants to kill.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so these are all the spare parts. Where there's a lot of parts that do things, like this is a holder that you plug things into it, and then you've got the connector. Yeah, it's a nice little joint part. So I'm like, okay, obviously this isn't the main build because all of those parts there. Let's see what DoomBlob has. So this is the parts for this one.
It looks a little bit less than the other one.
A little bit less, but there's still some parts. I'm like, okay, what's happening here? Because usually if they make something, they make one of them, they use all the parts. I reckon the wolf would have just been, it would have just been that. And this wolf would have been like spare parts. And they're like, okay, we have way too many spare parts. Let's do something.
Whoa. What?
And so this part, you could have used this stuff to make something for sure. You've got all these, which they love. You could have done a little side build or something. You can use any of the Technic pieces. So this isn't the main build either. There is no main build. I think that's where they stuffed up. If they made one main build and then 2 supplemental builds, that would have been a great little set. Just not feeling it. You get Mateo, MadTeo, which is evil Mateo. Dogan is the dark Logan. Doey, who is Zoe. The Never Witch. I like Mateo's sword. A sword is made using DoomBlob as at the bottom, a sword at the top, and the hourglass. As it stands on their own, I don't really think it fits any niche. But those are the ones that are supposed to ride them, I guess. And that's what you get. That's 3 separate sets to show. But this is what you get from the main build minus minifigs, except the 2 riders. And
so this wolf's supposed to be a mini version of that one?
I think so.
The head on both of them are really nice, but
yeah,
the rest
head's
of the
really
body
cool.
is just
They stopped after that. They put all their R&D into the head. That's them compared to their boxes. So you do get quite a lot of stuff in them. I think if you can find them on sale, it's pretty good. But I would just use them for parts. I like how you get the bad guys. You get pretty much 3 of the bad guys. I think that they tried to expand it too much in creating 3 very different things. I mean, they're all 3 very distinct things. It's not like the bird where it's like the bird with a house on its back or the bird with the house on its side. So they diversified a lot from that. But sometimes diversifying isn't the best answer. Like progress for the sake of progress. It's not always the best way to go. So possibly they should have kept it like make 3 different wolves or 3 versions of ZBlob robot.
Or just 2.
Yeah, just do 2. Or just do one nice set.
Yeah. It doesn't have
Put
to
all your
transfer.
R&D into one. Because I know that you want to do it because that's how you do it with Dreamzzz.
Which one is your favorite out of these?
Now that I think about it, probably the wolf. I actually didn't have a favourite.
Okay.
I just liked them all so much that I didn't have a favourite. And I thought this is going to be a really bad review because I can't talk about it.
I think the wolf.
It's not that it's
standing up
objectively
better.
bad. It's just that there's just
It seems
nothing to
rushed.
it. That's the sets. Sorry. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't my favourite Dreamzzz, unfortunately. But that's what it is. So, look after yourselves, look after each other, and most importantly of all, look after yourselves. And drink your milk.
Drink your milk.
It's